Hi guys, just wanted to share another little junk journal with you. This one's the Three Musketeers, one of the classics. Being one of the classics, I've left the cover as it is. All I've done is put a sealer on it because I like the old style back and front. So I've put little book corners on it, 2 signatures, and for the little charm I've just put a single feather. Got a wraparound closure. Okay, so this was the original book page. I've left a couple of the book pages in there. And this library card, this was also in the original book. So I've just pulled the library card off. I've backed it with some coffee dyed paper and turned that into a little pocket. So this one, it goes back to 91, I think the stamp says. I've just made a little collage there with some scrap fabric button music paper. And a little image of an old envelope out of a stamp collector's catalogue. Sorry about the lighting, it's late afternoon here, it's getting a bit dark outside and I've had to put the lamp on. Hope it's not too glary. So just some coffee dyed papers, little corner tuck with a paper flower and a paper ribbon. This is a page out of an old solitaire game book that I've been using in all my journals. I only got a few pages left. It's really cute. So it's just an envelope made out of a book page. And there's some coffee dyed paper in there to write on. That's just a little collage there with scrap fabric, jigsaw puzzle piece and a little button. Scrap fabric tabs. It's a little scrap of computer paper there. Some gold spray. That was some overspray of when I was spraying something else. That was the drop paper, so I've just popped it in. This looks really pretty. Some lace, coffee dyed little Filofax card, some computer paper, and this one's heavily coffee dyed some of the pages as well. Little fabric piece sewn in, and I've draped it over both sides of the page. It's really pretty fabric, that. Little collage of scraps. And that's just some stamp images out of the stamp catalogue, backed with coffee dyed paper, just to make a little journal card. Some extra writing paper. This paper, for some reason, this particular little notepad really soaks up the coffee. It comes out really grungy. It's really nice and crinkly. This little pocket here is actually, I've folded the cover of an old book that I was going to actually, there were 4 of the little books in the series, little travel books that this one was all ripped up, so I've used it as a page in the book, and the rest of them I was going to actually make little journals out of these covers because they're really cute. So this one, it wasn't long enough to make a full page, so I've just made it into a little pocket. Some map. I usually put pockets in the center of the signatures just to hide the strings, but this time The atlas was so pretty inside and out that I thought I'd leave it. So I've just put some little hearts, shiny red hearts on the end of the string there. But if you wanted it as a pocket, just put a strip of glue there and there and close it up. Then you can use it as a pocket from the top. Some fabric tabs. This is that little book. It's just got really cute images in it, and the covers were all gorgeous. So this one, because the other half, the back half, was ripped, I thought I'll just make it into a page. And I've sewn a book page to the back of it just to make a pocket. And in the pocket, this was actually some a large, really large sheet of ledger paper that, as you can see, I've burnt it. I baked it too long and it actually burnt. And but I love the look of it. It reminds me of the old school projects we used to do when we were young. You know, in year 3 they make you do a project on like pirates or something, and you'd make a map and burn it. So I just thought it was too cute to throw out, so I've just popped that in there. Oops. I might put a little tab or something there. It's hard to open. That's some scrap fabric flowers under the negative of a die cut when I was just punching some little hearts out. It's just a little notepad paper with a journal card in there. They're just some scrap fabrics, just stitched to the top. It's a little envelope I made, and some little flowers with some little diamantes in the middle. This tartan, that's actually sticky tape. Found this whole roll that I wasn't sure what to do with it, so I just made a bunch of little pockets and used it as the inside for the pocket, and I thought it was really cute. There's a flip out there. That's journal page, old journal page, computer paper. This is actually a Harry Potter card. I thought since it's the 3 Musketeers, I don't know, those 3, kind of appropriate. Just pop that in. They're cute cards actually, the backs of them. They look like little postcards. And some more of the diary paper in there, coffee dyed. And it's just a little collage with some lace, scrap fabric and music paper there. Some little paper band-aids. These ones, there was no rip underneath. I've just actually put it there for decoration. This is just a 3-page pocket of book paper. So there's just a little card in there. And this one, just a scrap of pretty paper. Some journal paper. This is some really pretty lace. Another page out of the original book. This is actually a scrap of off an old roll of wallpaper. So I just had a little corner that for some reason, so I've popped it there and made it just a little side pocket. And I've made this little book. That's a book page and just a copy of a stamp out of the stamp catalogues that I use. And just some scraps of paper in there to make a teeny tiny book. Oh, this notepad had some writing on it. I'm not sure. I think that'll that notepad might have come from an op shop, and there was a few pages of writing already in there. So once I coffee dyed it, the pink ink on there looks really pretty, so I've left it in there. This is a concert ticket that I found. It's from 2008. Zucchero. Not sure who or what that is. And just a little piece of writing paper. Some eyelet trim as a pocket. Little pocket there. This one, this is a bit of fabric that's come through from the page on the other side. You'll see it on the other side. This paper, this is music paper. It's blank and you write music on it. I think it's I don't know, score paper or something like that. And when I first got it, I found it at an op shop, a whole bundle of it. And I thought I'd coffee dye some, but the ink ran. And I actually think it looks pretty nice. I haven't coffee dyed anymore, but this page I thought I'd use it still because it's really pretty. It's really grungy. It's come up really nice. Some washi tape down the middle. That's just some coffee dyed paper. When it's drying, I've dropped a paper doily on it so it's got the imprint. Don't know if you can see it on camera. It's a little fold out with a fabric tab. It's a little paper spot. This was some gold drop paper as well. I was just testing some metallic sprays that I got, and just thought I'd pop that in there. Came out really pretty. It's a coffee dyed envelope that I've just snipped the end off to make a pocket. And got a piece of coffee dyed paper in the middle. This is some Chinese newspaper. Just thought I'd pop it in there. You might be able to make embellishments or something. And one of Jeffrey Wu's certificates, and you'll see the story about that in one of my earlier videos. It's a coffee dyed candy bag with some of that paper. So lots of writing space in this journal. I haven't tried to overly embellish it like I sometimes tend to do. This is just a page out of some book I found somewhere. Coffee dyed, you can write on the back. I think it was an old business contacts folder. I think it was from the 80s. I was just feeling, I thought there was a pocket there, but that paper's really thick. It's a ruffle. This is some fabric, and that's the fabric that went through to that other page on the other side. So I'll just cut it I've just pretty much ripped it, or cut it diagonally, so it goes kind of across 2 pages. Little paper with a fabric tab in there. Just a little photo, not sure where that's from, a book or something, right on the back of it. Oops. It's a paper doily, there's a little tuck spot. And in the back I've put 3 more little paper flowers there I've made with little diamantes in the middle, and a lace pocket. And I've put a little coffee dyed candy bag in here. And inside, because it's the 3 Musketeers, they had a feather in each of their hats. So I've put 3 little feathers in there. And I've sprayed it with some antibacterial spray and snipped the bottoms. I think they're just really pretty. So you can use those in your embellishments or something in your book. Anyway, this little book will go into my Etsy store sometime this afternoon or probably tonight. And if you don't like feathers, I know some people have problems with feathers. These are real bird feathers. Just put a note in the comments to remove them, and I can always replace it with something else. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.